There they are, waiting. JJ Plowman. He's Fulbeck, round 5, and Fulbeck's been all about JJ Plowman in Intermax. The championship looks like this. It's very, very tight at the front. Max Gilman, again, these are provisional standings as we have worked out. These are our own workings out, mine and Gasbury's. So Max Gilman has a 24-point lead to Jensen Sale. JJ Plowman has a 45-point deficit to Gilman. An 84-point deficit is Fraser Anderson. And Sandro Kemp is in 5th place, 155 points. So Sandro, the first driver not in contention for an overall championship. But like I've said earlier in the weekend, it's not necessarily about becoming champion. It's about where you finish and finishing ahead of your friends. That's what it's all about here. Finishing ahead of your friends, battling for 15th to 20th can be as exciting as it can be running at the front. It's all about the enjoyment of actually racing. And that's what the Kart Championship is all about.
Yes, it is. Can you pass those points?
Are you going to work them out and
just look at them.
Get a different answer? Because if you're going to be contentious, I'm not going to show you them. Because Gaz and I worked feverishly over the lunch break while you ate cake and flicked switches and plugged and unplugged.
There was quite a lot going on then, by the way.
There was quite a lot of cake.
Well,
I know. I don't know what was that. What was all that about?
We went off air for 10 minutes.
Oh, really? That's great. Right. Okay. We've got the grid looking like this then as they are released from captivity for the final time for the Intermax runners in 2024 Kart Championship, in the 2024 Kart Championship. I thought they were about to be released. JJ Plowman's on the pole position. Championship leader, Max Gilman, 24 points. That's all the lead he has to Jensen Sale, who starts behind him on the second row with James Fabricius on that second row alongside. Row 3 is Noah Jepson and Harvey Bacon, with Jensen Walker and Fraser Anderson on row 4. We've got Jackson Hilton and Sandro Kemp on row 5, and then we've got Hugo McCluskey and Eli Rideout. Zach Hunt and Jack Moss round off the 14-cart field.
So, with a 24-point lead, he needs to finish 12 positions behind, 11 positions behind Jason Sale.
Before he loses the lead of the championship?
Yes.
Is that what you... That's nice, that, Nick. I like that. Thanks for that. 2 minutes before... Oh, 2 laps. Thank you, Dan.
They're getting 2 warm-up laps.
2 warm-up laps. Yeah. Discretion always been the best... Well, safety always been at the forefront of everybody's mind here in the Kart Championship. And we'd like these drivers to be going into that first chicane with the tyres nice and grippy. No cold tyres, no relatively cold tyres. So we will get the tyres coming on a little bit sooner than we would normally if they only did one warm-up lap.
Right, we've got 2 laps. I know I've been doing this now for 2-3 years. Intermax, Minimax. What's the difference? Ages, sizes?
No. Ages are the same.
Right.
Minimax, Intermax derived from Minimax.
Right.
So that was the gap between the Micromax cadet class into Junior Max. So Minimax had the larger Junior Max chassis with the wider tyre.
Right.
The engines are the same.
Right.
But they've got the same Minimax engine that became Intermax on a smaller 950mm chassis with the narrower tyre.
Right.
So they've loosened the grip.
Intermax is 9 to 12?
Intermax is 10 to 13.
Right.
950mm
so
chassis.
Micromax. Oh, right. So Micromax is the max equivalent of a Cadet.
Yes.
Is that right? Oh, right.
That's the Rotax Cadet.
I was trying to work out how they went from A to B to C to D.
In Intermax, same size carts as Micromax, but just with a little bit more power.
Right. And wider tyres.
No, narrower tyre. You said Minimax, which is an old class.
Right. So Micromax.
You know, you did say Minimax.
I know. Sorry.
Which is the old class.
Well, they have Maximax. I'll be fine at that point.
Right. Micromax and Intermax, same chassis, same tyres, different engine power.
Right. Okay. So less of a restriction.
Same engine, exactly the same engine.
Yes. And Junior Max.
Brody,
and then Junior Max.
And then Junior Max.
New
different
chassis.
Wider tyres, engine less restricted.
Okay.
More restricted from a Senior Max.
Yes.
So less power than a Senior Max.
Same chassis as Senior
More
Max.
power. Yes. more power than an
Super.
Intermax.
I'm now maxed
How
out.
many years have you been doing this?
There's too many maxes.
Here we go then.
I understand.
JJ Plowman on the pole position in the bright yellow cart. They get away as well, and it's Plowman who leads into the chicane first. And who's that behind? Jensen Sale slotting in into second place in the bright orange Kart Championship leader. Max Gilman out of the chicane in third place. It is the number 140 of Jensen Sale in second place. And also looking like he's going to pull alongside. And will he take the lead, Nick?
He's looking like he wants it, but he's on the wrong side. May not actually end up third. He has. He's had to drop back to scratch a bit of her valor. Sale really going for it early on. He needs to, effectively, he does need Gilman to effectively not finish this to get his chance of winning overall. But obviously, the way that has to happen is he has to win as well. And they sweep round the arena for the first time.
Well, I mean, all you can do in the situation is, you've got to win to maximise your points haul, and that's the third place driver there, Jensen Sale. As they cross the line, you've got to beat JJ Plowman, who's been on fire here at Fulbeck this weekend. Absolutely on fire as they come out of the first chicane, heading down to the hook. Max Gilman there in the blue and white, the Thule Motorsport liveried Carton driver in second place. He only has to sit there, Nick, and he's won the championship.
Yeah, well, that's not really the mentality of these guys.
No, there never has been. Never has been.
So Plowman leading comfortably as he has most of the day into Ashton's in another place. Change behind. Oh, up the inside. There's a battle for the lead now. Third and fourth is also kind of alternating around as well. I think third. I want to say third and fourth change, but it could be changing back actually because there are quite a lot of places where you get ahead for a very short amount of time. And then
that was
140. Sile's gone down to fourth. Yeah.
Sailed down to fourth. Slightly different livery carts there that I picked out as they came out of the arena. So Plowman, Gilman, Fabricius, Jensen Sale, Harvey Bacon, Noah Jepson, Jensen Walker, Fraser Anderson, Eli Rideout, Hugo McCluskey, Sandra Kemp, Jack Moss up to 12th, Zach Hunt, Jackson Hilton rounding off the field. Still together at the front though, JJ Plowman for ST Racing. His HRS engine has been on fire all day long for him. As they come through Ashton's, he's pulled out a bit of a cushion. Pulling out a bit of a cushion there to Max Gilman, who's falling back to James Fabricus on the number 191. Jensen Sale dropping off the back end of Fabricius and crossing the line to complete 3 laps. Got out to 0.3 of a second, if anything. Fabricius challenging Max Gilman, it seems. Into the hook. Still early days, though. Still 7.5 minutes remaining. So we've still got quite a lot of this final, if anything. JJ Plowman. Oh, and Gilman off there. Oh, no. I'm not quite sure what happened. He comes back on and almost takes Fabricius with him. And that's allowed Sale through, but Fabricius says, no, that's again, mine. Yeah. That, you know what, looking at the lap chart, you'd not see that, but Gilman, I think that was coming together.
He got tapped, didn't he?
Yeah, he got tapped by Fabricius in the rear end. He comes back on. Fabricius has to take avoiding action, and that lets Sale through, but Fabricius straight back to third place.
Yeah. So Plowman now has a really big lead of 1.5 seconds almost, 1.25 seconds. Looking over the shoulder goes Gilman in the blue and white machine. And then it's the 191 orange side pods of Fabricius. I've been calling him Fabricus the entire year. Fabricius. You didn't correct me at any point. You're not sure yourself.
Yeah. I tell you what, Max Gilman here in championship contention, leading the championship by 24 points. He's only been on the podium once, and that was on the top step of the podium at Glanigors for round 2. He had a 4th at round 1, a 5th at round 3, and a 4th at Rowrah. But it's that consistent top 5 finishing.
Yeah, it's also
that's brought it home.
This class has had a lot of guest.
It has, yeah.
Guest drivers who've done a round or 2 rounds, and it's had a constant decent entry, but it's not been the same decent enters as such.
That's right.
So being here, being efficient, and scoring consistently has really given Gilman a chance for the championship.
Yeah.
It's not like he's slow or anything, but
No. He's been consistently in the top 5. That's why he's at the top of the championship with a win at Glanigor. Great effort there. JJ Plowman has checked out, hasn't he? JJ has gone. He's pushing on as well.
Do you know, his problem's been the finals because he's actually in the first round. Gilman was the fastest in the superheats. He was in the second round. He was fastest in superheats, and in the fourth round he was fastest in the superheats. So he's been started from pole on three of the 4 occasions. It's just
That's a good point.
He's had the pace. He's just not perhaps had the his learning, obviously, which he's had to learn. This is the whole point of these classes, is to learn. He's learned consistency. Now he has to. Yeah, he's obviously had some issues in the early laps of finals. He's learning that.
There's a move. The 121 of Noah Jepson ahead of Harvey Bacon.
That was like hi-ho Silver, massive arm there, pointing forward like, yo, westward ho, let's go, because he got ahead, yeah.
Was that Noah Jepson saying, right, let's catch them all?
Let's
catch them all.
Go. I'm wondering now if they've been listening to our commentary, just doing it for us.
Yeah, it's something to get you talking about. We're inside the second half of this final then. It's the Intermax final that you're watching right now. The final race of the season, the 24 season. The Kart Championship season's not over, though. We've got still 3 rounds of the Winter Series. That kicks off at the end of September, so look out for our coverage of that. Karting Live TV will be bringing you all of those 3 rounds. And the Intermax battle will continue, no doubt, into the dark and dreary winter of discontent.
Oh, blimey, it's got that bad, is it?
I hate winter. I am a summer person, no question.
Why do you go so far north then? If you live further south, the winters aren't quite as bad. Like Spain?
I was going to say, what, like Sicily?
Yeah, I'm not advocating like Milton Keynes or Kent. I'm just saying, no, a different country entirely.
Yeah, I'll get a taste of that. I'm off to the Balearics after Rowrah next week. JJ Plowman continues to lead by now a second and a half, and I think that's down to Max Gilman and James Fabricius just kind of being aware of one another, aren't they? Max Gilman having to focus on defending a little bit too much more than he kind of is looking at catching JJ Plowman. But I tell you what, John Stewart has done a cracking job on that kart today, on that kart all weekend. And there's the move that's been coming. Fabricius down the inside of Gilman, and Gilman still has the championship in hand if he finishes third. And Fabricius sliding wide into the arena, and Gilman going back through, and Fabricius just got carried away by the thought of being in second and went barreling into the arena section there. The car just didn't turn right for him. Here we see it again. Turns in, understeer, and there's the door wide open for Gilman to slot back through.
Weird one, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know whether he hit the curb, Nick.
I think he may have hit the curb. And
his car was in the air. You can't change direction if your tyre's not on the ground.
I think I remember we were talking about RC car racing. The RC cars are 4-wheel drive, and I think Hindhaug's commentary was doesn't matter how many wheels are driven, they're not on the ground, you're not going anywhere.
That's right, yeah. I think that was the case for James Fabricius. He's got Jensen Sale for company now. Behind Sale, Noah Jepson and Harvey Bacon, they're still on a charge. But with the 2-minute bell about to sound, we are not under any illusion who is the quickest driver on the track with a 47.05. The previous lap to this one, JJ Plowman takes the fastest lap of the race. And there's Max Gilman now beginning to wake up to a charge, 47.04. That's the fastest lap for Gilman in second. Dan's watching our coverage.
All right, we're getting this. He's half a minute behind, so.
All right, okay. Of course, yeah. So, can Gilman catch him?
He's laughing at something said ages ago.
I think so.
I don't think you can hear it, thankfully.
1.75 seconds was the gap the last time by, and with 90 seconds remaining, I think that's just a big ask for Gilman to catch Plowman. Gilman will be aware that second place is enough for a championship. The 2024 Kart Championship for Intermax about to have its final checkered flag in just over a minute's time. And at the minute, JJ Plowman is the driver on target for that one. Here they come then, out of the hook, down towards the second chicane. Great overview of that run out of the hook and down towards the second chicane. Head on towards us through the elbow. Max Gilman in second. James Fabricius in third. Jensen Sale fourth. Then just behind Sale, we've got Noah Jepson, who's broken away from Harvey Bacon. We've got coming up to 30 seconds on the clock as we have JJ Plowman just about to come underneath us there. It's going to be the one lap to go board next time by, so we're on the penultimate lap of the Intermax Championship. Another fastest lap for Gilman, 46.98, the first driver into the 46s by a couple of hundredths. So he is consolidating that second place. I think he lost too much ground to Plowman. He's clawing the gap back, but ever so slightly. 1.66 seconds, the gap at the line last time by. And Plowman can just ease off, if you like. I'm sure he won't. He'll keep the rhythm going. It's all about the rhythm of leading a race, hitting your apexes, hitting your braking points. Gilman in second into the chicane for the first chicane, that is. Into and out of there and towards the hook at the far end of the circuit. So the final few corners of the 2024 Kart Championship Intermax season about to unfold, and it's all about this driver here. JJ Plowman has been the class of the field this weekend and will take a solid win. He won at Rowrah. What a great finish to the season. He won at round 4 at Rowrah, a circuit he's familiar with, and he's clearly familiar with the contours of Fulbeck. He takes that win in fine style, and in second place there, Max Gilman will be our 2024 Intermax champion. Remember, provisional results these, and we are calling the champion. I'm pretty confident, to be honest.
Are you?
Yeah.
I think you're right, that's why.
I think I'm pretty confident. So congratulations to JJ Plowman for taking his second final win of the year here at Fulbeck, and a big congratulations to that driver there in the blue and white kart. Max Gilman ahead of James Fabricius and Jensen Sale.